Morning, good morning. How's everyone? Morning, morning. Can you guys hear me and see me? Morning, morning. Everyone on YouTube, in voice, on Discord. Hello, hello. Yes? Okay, awesome. Morning. Okay. Aloha. Buenos días. Buongiorno. No video? Okay, give me 1 second. There you are. Yes, video. Hola. Now you guys can see me. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go through my watch list for today. Today, I have two main watches that I'm already on those two trades, but I still think we can have good entries. And those two trades are Apple and CRM. CRM is the main one. CRM, it's been consolidating at support for 2 days now. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, look at this beautiful consolidation here. We had a push here last week, and now we have consolidation at this little support. Now we just need CRM to break this little 64.50 resistance. If we break that, it's boom boom time. So what I'm looking for here on CRM is a big breakout and a move towards 270, 269. That's the first PT that I have on CRM. 269, 270, 271.50. So we have all these area of resistance here. And then the next one, it will be between 275 and 277. So CRM is my main one. Like I said, I'm already in this play. I'm already in this play with my main account. Excuse me. And I also entered yesterday on the small account challenge. I entered with contracts for this week and also for next week. But I think it's better to enter contracts for next week. But this is not a financial advice, so you do whatever you want to do. But yeah, CRM is looking pretty good. Also, what I like about this chart is that held the pullback that the market had yesterday. It barely moved yesterday. The other one is Apple. You guys know that I've been on Apple forever. I entered around 208, 207.50. My main contracts, I'm still holding the entire position. I still have a lot of time, but I've been playing the Apple pullbacks. I've been buying the pullbacks and selling at the pretty much the top of the day. I've been like swing trading for 1 day, been doing that very good. I did that last week. I bought at 208, sold around 211, 210. So basically my main contracts are completely free right now. I also did that. I bought the 250. I bought 215 contracts for this week on this pullback on Monday. I bought it around 212.20 before the market closed, and I'm planning on selling them now, like when the market open. because we're gonna open right at the 215 resistance. So the play that I'm looking on Apple here right now, it's basically waiting for Apple to hold this resistance here. This is Monday high. So we want to see Apple holding Monday high. If Apple can hold Monday high as support, Apple has this huge gap above. So the main trade on Apple is this gap. Look at this big gap above. And Apple has earnings on the 31st. So it has like pretty much like 1 week to see if it's gonna fill the gap before earnings. We'll see. But yeah, so Apple, if can hold this morning high as support, we can see a move into the gap. I don't know if it's gonna fill the gap this week or into next week. We'll see. But yeah, the main play is Apple, this huge gap here. Let's see. SPY. I don't like how SPY and the Q it's been moving lately. They both have, let's go with SPY has a very strong bullish trend. If we see the daily, yes, very, very strong bullish trend. But intraday, it's been extremely choppy. Yesterday, it gave us a very nice pullback, and then it held the 627 support, which was pretty nice. And now we're gapping up, holding all-time high as support. So that's gonna be the main watch for today. Can we hold the all-time high as support? If that happen, it's gonna be a gap and go day. I hate gap and goes days. I hate those days. If we reject all-time high, we could play a gap fill until yesterday's close. So basically we have a gap here. This is our gap. We're gonna open with a gap here. Blue areas on my chart are gaps. So SPY, if can hold yesterday high as support, we're gonna have a gap and go day and is extremely bullish. If rejects that level, most likely we're gonna go lower, maybe to yesterday's close or 629.50. Let's see the Q. Okay, so the Q is a little bit weaker than SPY because it's not gapping up. It's just a little bit higher than yesterday's close. So that's important. That's important to keep in mind. SPY definitely stronger than the Q. Okay, let's see the daily on SPY on the Q. Also with a very strong bullish trend, but also very choppy intraday. Is this a head and shoulder on the Q? Yep. It definitely looks like a head and shoulder on the Q. I don't really play head and shoulders, especially on a very bullish trend. I don't play head and shoulders, but I can see it. Okay, so we have yesterday's close. No, we had 626. I'm sorry, 562. So resistance level here on the Q. It's where it is right now on pre-market, and it kind of looks like a bear flag. So we'll see. If reject there, we can see more downside. And yesterday's low, let's see if it's gonna act as support. So it's gonna be 620. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying 622. 562. 562. and yesterday's low. It's what I'm looking here on the queue. Yeah, so those are the levels I'm watching on the queue. And then it has a bunch of levels everywhere, to be honest. Pretty choppy. Make it difficult to trade this chart. When I see a bunch of levels everywhere, or it's very like when the chart is very jumpy, I pretty much stay away for that chart. But here we can see a very clear two levels, right? 562 and yesterday's low, which is 559 on the Q. But yeah, Apple, CRM, those two are the main ones. Apple already rejecting 215. We have 2 more minutes to start the day. CRM pre-market, it's a 264, which is good. Oh, another one that I like, but I still feel like the problem that I have here is the market's been up so much that I feel like we need more pullbacks. I like this Palantir 148 hold, but I still feel Palantir needs more pullbacks. But this 148 hold on Palantir looks good. Would I swing trade this one? No. I don't feel comfortable swing trading something that is been up so much, to be honest. Same thing with Hood. Hood, nice, like 199 level hold, but I still feel like Hood needs to go to 92, 93 maybe. I feel like the market needs to pull back even more. Let's see Nvidia. Nvidia is interesting because it filled the gap, which I like because I was feeling uncomfortable with Nvidia having a big gap below. So Nvidia gap filling, it's pretty good. I like that. Fill the gap, and now it's holding 169 as support, which I like. I like that level of Nvidia. That could be another watch. Look at that reaction on Apple. Okay, looks like we're going for the gap here in SPY. Okay, I like that CRM 264 hold. I like that. Microsoft is another one that it needs a pullback. Like, just keep making a new all-time high every single day. Do we have any data today at 9:45 or 10? Nvidia, nice 169 hold. Ew, ugly reaction on Apple. House data at 10? Okay, awesome. Thank you. SMCI? Let's see. SMCI, it's been on my watch list this week. Oh, yeah. Ooh, SMCI is another one. Okay. If can hold 51. Yes. SMCI. I like a lot SMCI. If can hold 51. Definitely. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm not gonna enter anything right now. I like this hold here on SMCI. Again, if can hold 51. What a reaction on Apple. But if can hold 213, that could be a good entry. Look at the daily. Look at the daily chart on Apple. Oracle? Let's see. How can be 230 on Apple? That makes no sense. Gold. Gold has too many gaps. That's the problem with gold. I only trade gold when I see like an A++ setup. Because it always makes gaps. I don't like that. Oklo? Let's see. Yeah, the 64 level. If can hold 64, which is way above 64, yes. I do like all close 64 hold. Yep. For Oklo, you need to wait until closes strong and the next candle gives you a pullback. But the Q and SPY, they're looking a little bit weak, so I will wait a little bit. I'll close maybe a pullback to the VWAP, which is around 65. My opinion on Broadcom of the 20 DMA, I don't use any DMA. So I cannot give you my opinion on that. I only use levels. ARM, let's see what ARM is doing. Not good so far. Nope. Yesterday lost its uptrend, so it needs to regain 160. I will say 159.60. 162 will be better for ARM. Broadcom 276 was very nice hold there. But like I said before, with Palantir and Hood, Broadcom's been up so much that I do have a trouble trading stuff like that. Like for me, Broadcom needs to pull back to 255. I don't know when it's gonna do it, but I need that. And that's a gap. 255, it's a gap on Broadcom. Apple, crazy weak. Spine the Q, also very weak. What a reaction on Apple. I hope you guys took profit at 215 on Apple, because we all knew 215 was a very strong resistance for Apple. Also, it's too early to jump in a bunch of trades, so let's be patient here. Let's see what's gonna be the trend for today in the overall markets. So far, SPY and the Q are weak. They're both on a little downtrend, but they're not moving much. So let's be patient here. Also, Apple to 13 again. We could have a bounce here just like yesterday. Yes, that's an ugly 215 215 resistance reaction on Apple, but let's look at the overall picture. It's still on a uptrend. Look at the daily on Apple. Hey, morning. Great to see you here. I do have Bitcoin. I do hold Bitcoin, and I also hold a few meme coins. I don't talk much about it because for me Bitcoin is just something just to buy and hold pretty much forever. This hymn's ready. I don't know, I haven't watched that chart. Let me check it out. Ooh, what I can say about hymns is I like the consolidation. Okay, let me show you guys the chart on hymns. I think hymns is a play that it should be. Well, I, okay, let's rewind. Nobody should nothing. Again, this is not financial advice, but the way that I'm playing hymns, which is I think it's the best way to play hymns, it's just buy shares or lips. Um, because it's kind of like a 6 month year type of trade that it can pay very good. But yeah, what I do like about this one is look at this consolidation here between it's been consolidating between 46.50 and 53. So what do I always say on consolidation? The bigger the consolidation, the bigger the boom boom, right? And it has a huge gap above. So you can buy shares or you can just buy lips, up to you. But it looks very good. It looks very good. Nice hold, nice consolidation. It's been consolidating for a month now. And it has a huge gap above. Unless it has bad news. If we don't have bad news, I do think this thing is gonna go crazy. So I have 2027 lips and a bunch of shares. That's my main play with hymns. That's why I don't really check this chart much. I just have alert and forget about that chart. I have alerts at key levels, and that's it. BAH. What's that? BAH. Oh yeah, I have a alert there that it's about To hit. It's like 1 cent away from my alert right now. Big gap there. Nice, nice chart. Yes. What are earnings coming up? Earnings are, oh, in 2 days. Yeah, I'm not playing this. I don't want to play a gap with earnings in 2 days. Yeah. Yuck. Apple. Apple definitely dragging SPY lower, but I like this. Why? Because that way SPY can fill our gap, which I do want to see that. I do want to see SPY filling the gap. That's good for me because I don't want to play upsize with gaps below. That's a big no for my. That's one of my trading rules. No calls on gaps if a chart has gaps below. Would I add 208 on Apple? Maybe, like, I don't know, guys. I cannot see the future. The thing is, like, doesn't matter if a level work in the past, most likely work in the future, but you cannot say, yes, I'm gonna buy this level. No, you gotta see how the candlesticks are forming at that level. Like, I don't know how, like, it can go to that level and just break that level with a huge red candlestick. I'm not gonna buy that. You guys need to, like, be patient. I don't know, like, wait. I can tell you, yes, I'm gonna buy there, but if Apple just go to 208 and it has a huge red candlestick, it makes no sense buying there. It's all about price action. It's all, for me, like, the way that I trade is all about candlesticks. If I see like a huge red candlesticks, it makes no sense buying at, doesn't matter how strong that level is. It makes no sense. You gotta wait for some type of confirmation. Something. Like, for me, most likely is a 30 or 15-minute bullish candlestick. Okla gave you the pullback to the VWAP. That was the entry. Not the straight up move. The pullback to the VWAP. I told you guys before that happened. The pullback to the VWAP, that was the entry on Oklo. Apple 213. I like that. Nvidia really trying to hold the 169. CRM still playing games, but is holding support. I like this consolidation. But I need some boom boom CRM. I need some action from you. Microsoft, I'm not touching Microsoft. Microsoft, it's been the strongest stock the past, I don't know, 2 months. Just kept making a new all-time high. Yes, today is pulling back, but I'm not gonna go short on the strongest stocks the past 2 months. And I'm not gonna go long also on that one. So I'm staying away from Microsoft, to be honest. I feel like I missed that train. Nvidia rejecting the VWAP, that is no bueno. Let me check AMD. What's AMD doing? Because AMD yesterday it needed a little bit lower to fill the entire gap, and I'm kind of waiting for that to go long on AMD. I don't play earnings. RA03. You know that. You've been here for I've seen you for years now. And you asked me that like before. You know that. You already know earnings is a gamble. You've been here on this Discord for years. At least for a year. You know that. Yeah. I don't remember everyone, but well, if you had a the same picture for month or at least a year and then you change it, for me you're a new a new person. But if you had the same picture for years, oh, I know you. SMCI is holding. Okay, so yeah, SMCI is holding. I do like this chart. The problem that I have now with SMCI is how are cheap stocks right now. Like Nvidia is not looking too strong, and SMH also is not looking too strong. SMH is under the VWAP. Ooh. Okay, we have SPY filling the gap. Gap pretty much filled on SPY, which I like it. I wanted to see that happening. Feel more comfortable trading like that. Kind of wanted to see it going a little bit lower. Yes, go a little bit lower to 629.50 will be nice. Yeah, if Nvidia is this weak, I cannot go long on SMCI. Outlook could give you another pullback to the VWAP with this market being this weak. Damn, Apple crazy weak. And we have data in 3 minutes. CRM gave you guys another entry. Nice bounce there. 262, it's been holding forever. I said 228, not 224. Or if I said 224, it was my mistake. I said it's 228 on Amazon. Circles. Let's see. I have a alert on circled 180. I need circle going lower. I'm not touching circle here. Look at the bigger picture on circle. 180, 171. That's the big. That's the big support on circle. Look at the support here. It was support, 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 support. That's your level on circle. And 220 is your resistance. So for me, circle here is in the middle of nowhere. Can you move? Yes. But I'm not touching it there. Yeah, that spy short, it was perfect. Yeah, congrats if you took it. Because that was perfect reaction of um all-time high. Yes. Nvidia pretty very weak. That bear flag playing out on the queue, the one that we talk pre-market. The head and shoulder also looking pretty good on the queue. So this could be interesting here. If SPY can hold here after filling the gap. Let's see. I'm watching 629.50 on SPY and then 629. CRM looking pretty good. Holding 264. Doesn't care that the market is going lower. Open. Let's see open because 2.26. Very interesting hold there on open. But I will say a hold above 280. That will be the entry on here because you have a lot of resistance here till 280 on open. Ooh, look at HIMS. Are we gonna have the boom boom on HIMS today or this week? Is it finally gonna hold 53 as support? The gap is an empty space in the chart. But to be able to see gaps, you need to turn off your pre-market data. If you do that, you will see a huge gap. Turn off your market data on Apple and put the daily chart on Apple, and you see a huge gap. Yeah, I like this Apple hold. Yes, definitely. If HIMS can hold this 53.40, that could be a day trade or a little swing trade besides the leaps and shares that I'm holding. We could play a little swing trade there till 57, 58. Ooh, I like this hold here on SPY. You're about to loan soy? Me too. SPY 530? That's difficult, SPY 530. Ooh, look at hymns. Yeah, hymns. Let's see. You might be a good short. No, it's too close to support. Why you want a short here? It's too late. You're too late for a short. Why you want to short the Q when after this big move to the downside is very close to support and you have SPY at support? The risk to reward there is horrendous. Can it keep going lower? Yes, but it's terrible entry. What do I think about Google pullback? Doesn't Google has earnings today or tomorrow? Why you want to play that? Okay, remember this, guys. We're not here, we're not trading for just trading. We're here to make money. Therefore, we want to put our money in a trade that most likely goes green, not most likely goes red. I don't want to lose my money. I want to make money. Like, this is a business. This is not like a little hobby. We're we're here to make money, not to lose money. So keep that in mind. At least that's how I see trading. I trade, this is a business, right? CRM day? If today is a CRM day, it's gonna make my day. That's all I need because I'm deep on CRM. Like big on CRM. And if you guys are following me on this small account, you guys know that the only trade that I'm holding on this small account challenge are two CRM trades, which the first one it's up 35% up already, and the other one is 24% up. Oh yeah, CRM is looking Amazing. Unbelievable. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. We need to break, CRM needs to break yesterday high. And then if it breaks yesterday high, just gone. Like, forget about it. Like, yeah. There we go. Look at CRM. Oh my god. Just break 266. Go. That's all I need. That's all I need. Beautiful. 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 Look at that SPY fill the gap to the T and then bounce. Gap close reversal. In Apple 213. Oh yeah, baby. CRM. CRM. Who's on CRM with me? Who was patient enough? Even the ones that asked me like 4 times if I'm still holding CRM when it was doing nothing. It was just consolidating. You guys have no patience. Nice, nice. Boom, boom time. These are the trades that I live for. Don't need patience and I scalp. These are the trades that I love, and these are the trades that I like to take with options. But I live for these trades. Like, I put a little bit of money and I get back big rewards. You don't need, like, that's why I don't scalp future options. I don't like putting like 120K to only get back like 5%. I hate that. I do the other way around. I prefer to put like 5K or 10K and get back like 100%, 50%, 300%, not 5. Have you guys been following my small account challenge? It's, well, with this play with CRM, it's gonna be like 1,000% up in 3 months with only $1,000. You don't need much money, you just need patience. The small account challenge is on my Discord. And again, you just need patience. Well, I've been pretty active there, but I don't post every single day because, again, small accounts are pretty difficult to grow. You just need to be very picky with your trades. Because one bad trade can definitely blow up the account. But yeah, you have it on my Discord. It's on small account 2025. Now it's on the premium section. We were up before the CRM trade. We were up 500 over 526% the past 3 months. Now it's gonna be like maybe 800% up, maybe 1,000. I don't know. I'll show you guys whenever I close the CRM trade. But yeah, it's here. Small account 2025. And I opened this account as a Roth IRA. So the gains on this account I won't be able to take out. Um, but that's the idea. That's the whole point. I want to be able to grow these accounts slowly but surely. Um, And then yeah, see how much I can grow this account. Can I share my what date and premium cost was entry on CRM? Yeah, it's there. It's on the small account challenge. It's there. I post whenever I post an entry, you have everything there. It's here. I post what contracts I got, how many. I post a screenshot of the Robinhood account. You have there how much I pay for it, if I'm up, down, everything. You have it there. Just click the screenshot and you have the entire contract info. It's just a little challenge for me. Which options broker is opening accounts for Venezuelans? I don't know. I live in the States. Discord mic gives you anxiety? Why? What's the difference? For Indians call center in IRS, that's funny. If you're on YouTube, the link is down below. If you're on Discord, the link is on my bio. Mm, Bull. Bull is another one that I'm buying a bunch of shares. I bought a bunch of shares when I called out the lips play and the shares play. I posted for you guys when it was around 12. That was that was a beautiful, beautiful, perfect entry also. Who who's with me on that play? Anyone holding bull with me? It's gonna hit the first BT, which is 18. Very close. It's right now it's at 17. Um but that's another one that it can go crazy on the next 3, 5 years. I don't know if it's gonna go like hood crazy, but yeah, it can go crazy. Mm, but I will say for bull, the next big um swing trade, it will be if can hold 19 support. Like 18, 90 is a big resistance for bull. We had rejection here. On May, yeah, May, like 2 months ago, it was a huge reaction level. So the next big play, it will be waiting for a break and retest around 19. So place your alerts there, guys. So wait for something like this. But if you have lips and shares, just don't worry about it. Target, I don't like playing Target. I think I played Target like 3 times. All those 3 times I was red. So I don't play Target. Um, Nike. Nike, I have a alert on Nike because it has a gap below, so I'm waiting for that gap. Right now, it doesn't look like it wants to fill the gap, so I'm not looking to play this. Again, I told you guys, like, 30 minutes ago. I don't play charts that it has big gaps below. So Nike is a no for me. I like this spy hold here. A little bit choppy. I would like to see it, this type of candlestick, a little bit lower here, closer to 629.50. So I can enter a play with futures. So my stop loss will be 629.50. What's my thought on how to look when you see a gap fill, then hold? I have a video about it. It's on my free video course. You have the link on my bio. I explained there how to play gaps. That's exactly how I play gaps. Okay. Let's see. I want to see CRM breaking 266 today. Pretty much, I want to see today's high acting as support. Do I use trailing stops on my long-term holds? No. Do I have you blocked or no? I don't have you blocked. No, I don't DM anyone or I don't send anyone friends request. So if you got a friend request from me, that's not me. I don't DM anyone first or send a friend request. So if you got that, that is not me. And if you got it, please, before blocking that account, please report that account before blocking it. Let me know now if Discord voice is better. Okay, it sounds better. Okay, awesome. Okay. Nice hold here on SPY. Let's see if we can break the VWAP. What do we think about him? Day trade here. We already talked about him. Am I long on SPY? No. Affirm? Let's see what Affirm is doing. It's not doing much, but the 62 level will be nice. If can go lower to 62 and hold, will be nice. This is what I'm looking for my next trade, that I don't think it's gonna be today, but most likely it's gonna be for tomorrow. It's gonna be hymns. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm go through with um like in my mind how I look for trades, right? So hymns, we talk about how I want to see him, how him it's been consolidating for like I don't know 2 weeks, a month, um between these two levels, right? 47 and 53. So how do I know that hymns finally is gonna hold 53 as support? I don't know. So far, it kind of looks like it's gonna hold there. So the way that I do it is I wait for a daily candlestick to hold that level. So the way that I'm preparing for a possible trade on HIMS is I'm gonna wait for today. Like if HIMS today closes holding this level at support, I just wait for a pullback tomorrow. That's it. That's pretty easy. That's exactly what I told you guys to wait. When was it? On Apple on Monday. I told you guys on Apple on Monday when you guys were entering Apple, I told you guys just wait for a daily candle to hold above 215. And you guys lost money on that, because that's the best way to do it. You wait for a daily candle to close holding that level of support, because it's been a very strong resistance level for a few days or a few weeks. So the best thing to do is just being patient, and we know that in the past we always get pullbacks, right? You always get a strong breakout and then the next day give you a pullback, or if it doesn't give you a pullback, you have the previous day high acting as support, which is extremely bullish. So what do? I just wait for the daily candle to show me a very strong close above resistance. And tomorrow, what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna wait for a little pullback, either to the VWAP, either as close as possible to this previous resistance, now acting as support, or a holdout of today's high as support, and then just play the upside continuation. That's it. Again, patience. That's all. Trading is all about understanding price action, knowing your levels, and then just being patient. That's it. Just being patient. If I miss the trade, I miss the trade. Doesn't matter. Next one. There's 1,000 more trades that we can take. CRM going? Nice. That's all I needed today. Oh yeah, CRM going. Oh yeah. Man, CRM is gonna go to 270. That's it. CRM, if it can hold yesterday high as support today, that's it. And if you're not on CRM, how do you enter CRM? Exactly the same way that I explained HIMS. You wait for today to close above yesterday high, and then tomorrow you wait for a little pullback, and then you enter there. You enter there. That's it. Amazon is looking kind of weak. Apple trying to hold 213. I would like to see Apple breaking the VWAP and use it as support. That's a cute setup, A-Tech. 56% up on CRM. CRM, so beautiful. Let me see what Pawn is doing. Palo Alto, not doing much, but Palo Alto, if can hold 198, I think it's gonna be the next CRM. 198. Nvidia not doing much, but still reacting the VWAP. Nvidia looks like just an intraday day. Intraday candle. Looks like an intraday candle. But yeah, Hims definitely looks like it's my trade for tomorrow. It's gonna be my trade for tomorrow. If today closes strong like it's looking right now. Can SPY hold the VWAP here? How I pick my stocks? You have it there on Hims. Hims is a perfect example of how I pick my place, pretty much. Okay. CRM using 266 as support, it's all we need. In fact, this could be an entry, but I don't love, like, I'm not the type of trader that would enter here because it's too far from the VWAP. But 266 was a strong resistance before, so if it acts as support, this could be a little entry. Anything else moving nicely? Maybe Oklo? I don't know, guys. I don't use the 20 daily. I don't use any. Don't ask me about any indicator that I don't really use. I only use the VWAP. It's the only indicator I use, and that's for scalping. Can't give you my opinion on the 20 daily because I don't use it. I only use levels. My levels. AI. Ooh, AI is looking pretty good. Above 28 and is holding yesterday high. It looks like it wants to go back to 30. Yeah, it's I like this consolidation on AI. Ugly reaction of the VWAP on the Q. Nvidia still pretty weak. I honestly think indicators are. I think if I had a bunch of indicators, will make my trading more difficult. I'm just gonna say that. Because it will make my decision definitely more difficult because I will have some indicator like aligning with my thesis and others going against it. So yeah, it will give me like it will be difficult for me to make a decision. And I feel like I'm doing it pretty good without any indicator. Well, any indicators besides the VWAP, but still, I don't even use the VWAP for my swing trading. AI, if you are an AI here, just understand that you gotta give it room because AI can go down to 28 and still is valid for a push higher. You might get your hymns entry today. You didn't listen to my hymns explanation? Oh, and every time I see you guys posting a chart with 1,000 indicators, I'm kind of like, ooh, like I go crazy every time I see a chart that has a bunch of stuff. Like I'm like I barely can see the candlesticks. I don't understand it. 53, 53, not 52. I want to see a 53 hold, not 52. Also, every time I see somebody pointing out like the 20, the 200, the 100, I don't know, the 39, the 50, I'm just like, that's just a level. It bounced because it was a level. Or it bounced because that's a bullish candlestick. Like you don't need an indicator for that. That's also what happens to me every time I see people talking about ICT concept. I'm like, ew, that makes it so complicated. It's just a level. You're gonna try Microsoft? Microsoft, it's the one that I would not touch. I would not touch Microsoft at all. yeah, 500 could be a good level, but I don't know. I feel Microsoft, I feel like I feel extremely uncomfortable swing trading something that it's been up so much. If I look at the daily, kind of looks like it lost the uptrend, but I will not go short on Microsoft because again, it's been extremely bullish. So like I said it the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. I think you guys heard me talk about these. I think the opportunities right now are small caps, something that it have not made all-time high constantly the past 2 months. That's why I've been playing Bull, AI, CRM, even Apple. Like everything that I haven't been up too much, but it's holding like very strong support, and it's been consolidating that, and it's been showing me signs that it has possibilities, that it's gonna start, like that it's waking up. That's where I wanna put my money because I think the risk to reward there is pretty good. But also I don't want to trade weird stocks that I never heard about it. Like I don't want to trade Chinese stocks also. So that's why I go with small caps. And everyone that it's been trading for a few years know that the market goes in cycles. You have tech going up and then kind of dies down, and then we go to either small caps or Dow stocks. Bullish Chinese? Well, I didn't know, but whatever. It's a small cap, and it had a crazy good chart. But when I say Chinese, I'm more talking about like BABA and PDD or DDP or whatever. Beautiful, beautiful 266 support on CRM. Looks like it's um building a nice bull flag there. Any good charts? Should we go through charts right now? BBA, but not like weird charts or penny stocks. I don't buy penny stocks. I don't do penny stocks. BBAI, no. Why would I trade that? No. It doesn't have a good chart. UPST. When I see like you guys starting to post like penny stocks is when I understand people desperate. um UPST. Nice 80 hold. 8081. It's your entry. pretty much today's low. Yes, it looks pretty good. If you can hold that. 80, 81, yes. Circle. We talk about circle and I posted a screenshot on my chart. My level to trade circle is around 80 and 180 and 171. That's my chart on circle. I'm not touching circle here. Crown strike. Crown strike. Crown strike. I will say CRM, Palo Alto, and Crown strike are three charts to keep an eye on. Those are those are cloud charts, cloud companies that I haven't seen them moving with the tech market. So those could be, well, CRM is already moving, but the other two could be good possible next movers. Crown strike, I do like the 466 hold. Could be a good one, yes. Yes. Here we have 466 hold. I do like it. It has weird move here. I think it was news, right? When it touched this 491 level and reacted there. Yeah, but I think if can really hold 466, we can see more upside. Let's know what's doing. That's another cloud. I don't love this chart. Kind of have a big head and shoulder here. It has a gap below. It's been very choppy the past few days, which is weird. Yeah, very choppy here. Snow. I don't love this chart. So next one. Pawn. I think we talk about this one, right? We just talk about Palo Alto. Oh no. Let me see something. Oh yeah, 198. I say the level is 198. Pretty much morning high. Yeah, if it can hold 198, I think it can go to 204. We still we could enter here. I'm not gonna do it because I have CRM. But yeah, I do think pawn can go to 204 here. Yes. I do like it. Yes, I do like this one. What is SPY in the queue doing? Nothing. Amazon is still pretty weak. Let's see, AMD, what's doing? Nothing. Not doing anything. I kind of want AMD to go back down. I want AMD to go lower here. And there, if it goes down to 147, 147.50, there is when I will look for to play a bounce. Yeah. That's what I want to see AMD doing, going lower and play a bounce. But I'm pretty happy with my shares. You guys remember that I was screaming for shares, to buy shares when AMD was going lower, then everyone was crying about it. So that was a beautiful deep buy opportunity on AMD. So I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I have a alert here on AMD around 148, and I'm just gonna wait for that. Oscar. Ooh, this was the entry. That was the entry on Oscar. It has big gap here. Well, it's not too big, but it has a nice gap there. $2. It doesn't. I do like this chart, but what I'm seeing is it doesn't move much. Like $1 barely move $1 in a day. It moves like 50 cents in a day, $1 maybe. I don't like playing that. I still think the play tomorrow is hymns. Doesn't look at this. Doesn't follow the market. It has a huge gap above. Finally broke out of this range. Again, the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the boom boom. This is a trade for tomorrow. Or maybe I could enter later before the market close if give me a pullback here. We'll see. But this is the trade for me. Like the next trade for me. Let's see what's Tesla doing. I haven't checked Tesla in a while. Nah, nothing. Not much. Not much. D-Dog. Oh, I like this pullback. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I have a alert near 140 because I'm waiting for that pullback on D-Dog. So I like that. I like this day here. It went down to 141.80, which I like it. Yes. And it's still looking kind of weak. Kind of looks like a bear flag. If it can give me more downside, that will be perfect for me. And I'll be looking to enter as close as possible to 140, maybe 141. Yes, I do like it. D-Dog, if can give me a pullback to 140, 140, 141. Yeah, semis are not doing anything today. How do I trade hymns? We talk about that also. I have shares, I have leaves, and I also have where is it? I have here it is. I have 45 calls for this week and for the 15th next month. I gotta check it out how the weeklies are. The weeklies must be up a lot. I haven't checked these played out in a while. I entered when did I enter this? It was around 42 when it went down to 40, almost 43. It was 42.80 around there. So we had a beautiful entry there on hymns. And I think this play was I took it with you guys. I think I took it with you guys on the stream. Yes. If I want to trade it tomorrow, maybe it will be a most likely a 2 weeks or a month out. CEG. Let's see. Why do you want to play this? Look at this ugly chart. Why do you want to play this? No, nothing to play here. Not ugly. No, it's a resistance. Well, it's trying to use that resistance as support. We'll see if can use it as support. Most likely go to 350, or it just rejected this candlestick high. So kind of weird. I don't like that. CRM still pushing. Let's see. It's funny that you guys remind me of the trades that I have. I don't know if you guys noticed that I don't really check my trades because again, I put alerts. That's why I don't check my trades. I don't check my P&L. I just let it do whatever they want to do, and I just put alerts where I want to take profit or near my stop loss. And then I make decisions whenever my alerts pop off. That's it. But yeah, CRM looking beautiful. I'm gonna put it on there before 270 because I'm gonna take a bunch of profits there, and then to 17.90. Nvidia looks like it's about to wake up. It's trying to hold the VWAP. It's holding the 169. Apple holding yesterday's low. Let's see if it can wake up and hold the VWAP, but it's still far from the VWAP. Still, I haven't taken profit from CRM. I have weeklies and next week's contracts. I don't know how the IV is gonna be tomorrow. I'll figure it out how the IV is when I'm ready to take the trades. Just look at how it has bounced 10 times at the 20 in the last 20 months. Again, guys, I don't use the 20. How many times am I gonna say that? Why you guys keep asking me about anything related to the 20, DMA, SMA, whatever? I don't use that. But if you use that, that's fine. Just take your trades. If you like the 20, use it. I don't, just don't ask me about something that I don't use. Nuclear energy? What are the nuclear besides Okla? Look at Okla. Okla is gonna go back to this high 70, 71, 72. Who got the entry when I call it out? The pullback to the VWAP. That was beautiful. That was the entry. That was the entry. Not chasing this big move right at open. Okla, CEG. Okay. So that's what you do, right? So when you see a market that is starting to move, you go for the strong ones and you see what's really moving, and then you wait for pullbacks to key levels or the VWAP, and that's when you enter. Like this one pretty much started the morning strong and then had an ugly reaction and then died down. So that means it's definitely weaker than the other ones, because if we compare it to Oklo, you want to go with this one, right? GEV is the other one. No one got that Oklo pullback to the VWAP? This is another one, but it's a over 600 stock. Yeah, I don't like trading stocks that are crazy expensive. I like trading cheaper stock because that way I can buy a lot of contracts so I can sell on every push and then leave a bunch of runners do its thing. And that way those runners are completely free. SMR. Pretty choppy, this one. Apple, please. Same thing that I've been saying about Apple. You want to see it holding the VWAP. It's doing nothing. So you want to wait until it show you some type of movement. It's doing nothing, Apple. Nvidia. I like this Nvidia move. I like this VWAP hold on SPY and the Q. Yeah, Sam is waking up. %70 up on CRM on the small account challenge. Beautiful. Beautiful. I got their weeklies. So different contracts. Ugly candlesticks, like ugly price action on SPY and the Q. They're both holding the VWAP, but I don't really trust that. I'm waiting to see if Apple is gonna hold the VWAP. If Apple can hold the VWAP, I think we can have a swing trade there for another move to 215, 215.50. Can you stop bragging about everything you do and criticize everyone? Okay. We have a crybaby here. Hmm. You see what I have to deal with? AI. We have still SPY holding the VWAP. Nvidia holding the VWAP. And we have Apple trying to hold 213. Amazon is still pretty weak. UPST, nice. Who's better? No one is better than anyone. The thing is, like, there are like thousands of different ways of you can trade, and they're all good. I know someone is better. Yeah, the best way of trading is being profitable, yes. Buy high, sell low, yes. Hmm. Yeah, pretty interesting Nvidia candle here is trying to hold the VWAP, but it's still like if we look at the daily, Nvidia looks like just an inside day. Let me see. D-Dog has a gap below? Let's see. Didn't notice that. I don't see a gap below on D-Dog. Where is the gap on D-Dog? I don't see any gaps on D-Dog. Small gap? Where? I honestly don't see it. Thoughts on Netflix. I don't trade Netflix, but let's see the charts. Ooh, it looks ugly. Definitely lost its uptrend. Looks like it wants to go to 100, 157, 150. I don't trade Netflix. But yeah, 150. You could go down to 150. So far, SPY still holding the VWAP, but do I like this? How slow it's moving? No. Do I trust this hold? I don't know. But now it looks better that Nvidia's trying it's holding. I would like to see Apple holding 213 and the VWAP also. Microsoft is just dead. Dead in a way that is not doing anything. Not dead that is red. It's just not doing much. So yeah, I don't see any gaps on D-Dog. And yeah, 140 is the level that I want to see. If I want to enter, I want to see it pulling back to 140. I don't know if it's going to go there, but uh that's the level that if it goes lower to around 141, 140, that's the level that I'd be looking for entries. But I don't know if it's gonna go there. I think Palo Alto looks better with the 198 hold. Obviously, CRM was way better. In fact, I'm gonna start uh, I'm taking profits on the weeklies that I have on the small account challenge is a little bit over 60% up, and I can see CRM kind of getting a little bit tired, so for the weeklies it's good to take profits here. I'm gonna hold the next week's contracts. 42% up on the next week's contracts on CRM. I took a little bit of profits on my main account. Congrats, guys, if you got that with me. That was a beautiful swing trade. Congrats if you were patient enough to hold that. What position? Other than CRM? Apple, but that Apple play is completely free now. Because what I explained before, okay, I'm gonna go through my whole Apple play because I think people are a little bit confused with that. So let's go over my whole Apple play and why it's free. When I say free is because I made enough gains that the contracts that I'm holding, even if it goes to 0, I'm already green on those contracts. or I'm already green on the overall play. So first, let's go with my main trade on Apple. So I posted here on the 8th of this month. I entered the 210 contracts for next month, the 15th of next month. That's my main position, and I enter some YOLOs for the 18th of this month. Those are already gone. So let's go only with the 210 calls for the August 15th, right? That was my main position. That's my main position on Apple, right? And I entered on the 8th. And I entered around 210 when Apple was 210. So I bought a lot of contracts, and the whole idea was to play a move towards 215 and then a move inside the gap, which that have not happened yet, right? So Apple literally bounced up and down for like, I don't know, a week there, and then it went down to 2.8. I bought more contracts and I posted here. I'm adding more on this dip on pretty much the next day. Apple went down to 2.8, 207.50 or 207.30, and then I added more there. And then I also bought contracts for that week and the next week. And what I did is Apple bounced pretty much the next day or the same day to 211. So what I did, those new contracts that I bought for that week and the next week, I just bought it on the bounce to 211. Made profits there. And then I just kept doing exactly the same thing because Apple was doing that. It went down to 2.8 and then bounced it again to 2.11, and then I just kept doing that. I bought it on the dip to 2.8 and then I sold at 2.10 or 2.11. And then the way and why I did that, because Apple, even though a lot of people were complaining that Apple wasn't doing anything, it was showing clear. If we're looking at 30-minute time frame, it was giving us very clear levels here. We have 213 and 211. So if we Apple play these 208, 2.50, 2.7, I'm sorry, 207.50 support and 212, 211 resistance, that played out like 2 weeks or like 8 days. So I just kept playing that. Like Apple every single day went down, held 208, and then pretty much the next day went up to 211, 212. So I just bought the dip and then sold around 211, 212. That way I kept making gains, and then I just held my longer term Apple calls, the next month calls. So that way those calls are completely free. And if we see the bigger picture, aka the daily time frame, Apple never broke support. The entire time it was holding 208. If we see at the daily, it was always holding 208 as support. It just the problem that I saw on the chat was you guys didn't buy time. Apple is a stock that it doesn't move much. So it takes time for Apple to break out. So you need patience. And how do I deal with patience? It's just not looking at the chart all the time. You just put alerts at important levels. just like right now, what is Apple doing? It's not doing much, but it's making higher highs and higher lows. So now previous resistance that it was 211, 212, it was resistance, now it's acting as support. So now we have 215 as resistance. That's the next level to watch. Next time when it breaks 215, we want to see 215 acting as support, and then we play the gap, and that's it. But it's just for Apple, it's a slow child. So now Apple break out of this channel and is acting as support. That previous resistance to around 212.50 to 13, it's acting as support. So now we want to see Apple breaking out of this, and then using this 215, 216 resistance as support, and then we want to see the next move. I don't know if that's gonna happen before earnings. Hopefully, maybe. Let's see. We'll see. Do I have a Discord monthly? No, I don't post trades on my Discord. No. I only post my watch list. Pre-market watch list. And I do in the small account challenge, but it's not like I'm not posting every day there. There's no chat, nothing. Just my watch list, and I post like 3 charts every day, and every single one of my trades are based on my watch list. Like I don't post a bunch of charts like today. I told you guys today I have two. My watch list today are 2 charts only, Apple and CRM, and CRM was the one that it moved. Oh, and the gap on SPY, right? I don't like having a bunch of charts for my watch list. Him is going crazy. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Him is gonna go to 58. So yeah. So basically, I missed, most likely I'm gonna miss the trade on hims. Yes. Well, the smaller trade, because I'm on the other trade on hims. But again, guys, I post the him trade when I posted this him trade a month ago, and I'm already holding. I'm still holding because hims never broke my stop loss. It was just consolidating and it just kept making higher highs and higher lows, but it just kept going higher a little bit and consolidated, and now we have a big, again, the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the boom boom. And look at this. I'm gonna go to 57. 57, it's around 57.40. It's my first PT. Go back to my post on hims under ADR trades. You see a red line there. You want me to do 2 days on a week live? You gotta ask Desi. I don't think this is his Discord. Apple. I think Apple is gonna be my next trade, honestly. Like another trade on Apple. If Apple can hold the VWAP, look at the daily on Apple. Look at the daily chart on Apple. It's holding. It gave us a pullback to support. Like you don't need me for that trade. Can I look at Disney? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like trading Disney. But yes, let's look at that chart. Yeah, maybe not something that I love. It's right at resistance right now, Disney. That's why it's reacting. You have resistance right there when where it's reacting. Disney doesn't move much. What a mess buying the queue today. Okay, I'm gonna take profits on the HIMS weeklies. I'm gonna take profits on this one because it's very close to my first BT. And I'm gonna hold the other contracts. But the weeklies, there's no reason why not take profits on those ones, those contracts. We got, it's about to hit PT1. Okay, I'm all out of those contracts. Around 58, I'm gonna start taking profits on the next month contracts on HIMS. Apple is waking up. Again, if Apple can hold the VWAP, I think we can have a very good opportunity there. So I'm waiting for that. I kind of want to try it out, these SPY or Q hold with futures, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Am I gonna hold Apple through earnings? Nah. Nah. I don't know if this is a short squeeze on HIMS or is good news. Anyone knows? Either way, it's pretty good for me. Should we try this? Should we try these? I'm gonna try it out. My stop loss is if we lose the VWAP here. Let's see. I don't love this trade, to be honest, because the VWAP is not really working today. But we'll see. I'm hungry. SMCI, yeah, it's looking kinda nice. I think it could look better tomorrow. What a beautiful day today with the swings. At least I had an amazing day taking profit at 215 on Apple today. Beautiful, beautiful day with CRM. HIMS. I was not expecting this today with HIMS. Perfect. Beautiful day. My thoughts on Palantir. I think I feel more comfortable playing Palantir and Hood if both pull back more. You never heard me saying that before? I always say that the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the boom boom. APP, let's see. What's that? Kind of choppy charts, to be honest. I don't love it. Yesterday high hold would be nice for APP. If can hold yesterday high, most likely it's gonna go to Monday high. It's all hymns. You got it. Nice. Congrats. Apple still not able to break the VWAP, so no entries for me there. All I want to see today is CRM closing above yesterday high. That's all I need. Okay, I think SPY is gonna stop me out here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm out. I don't like it. Yeah, that was dumb little trade. Um, I just wanted to kind of like try it out a little, like futures trade. Very small trade there. We're having, at least I'm having an amazing green day today. So honestly, this is not worth it. I'm very happy if you guys are green with CRM and hymns. Or even if you guys are red today, I'm happy if you guys learned something today. CRM was all we needed today. This CRM move, which is beautiful. The next PT, price target for CRM. The main one is 270. But I'm gonna take a lot of profits around 269.35, and then two basically like the main PT is, I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know what's going on with a trading view alert, because they're not, I'm not able to delete them, and it's driving me crazy because my charts are looking so ugly. But whatever. So okay, so my main PT is this candle here, this candle high here. So that's the one. It's around 271. That's the main one. And then it's gonna be this high here. Okay. So yeah, as long as CRM it's above um yesterday high, is crazy bullish. And if you're not on CRM, just seeing this candlestick, the daily candlestick close like that, and then if it pulls back tomorrow to 266 and use it as support, that's your entry. Because that was your resistance. Now you want to see that resistance acting as support. And hymns, let's see. Yeah, I think it's good profit taking. Yeah, definitely taking profits here is the smart thing to do. It's very far from the VWAP. It's been up a lot. Kind of looks like a short squeeze or just a breakout after a lot of consolidation. Mm-mm. Rolling a contract is the same thing that losing money and just buying again for next week. That's rolling out. Like, I don't understand what people call it. Oh, I'm just rolling out. You just lost that money and then you just buying for next week. It's not really a strategy. It means you didn't buy enough time. I like calling it a strategy when you use it the way that I did it with Apple. basically, that I bought a lot of time, but I'm using shorter time contracts to pretty much make the my main contracts free. So I do it the other way around. I think it's a better thing to do than do it short time and then losing that money and then buying more time. I think like it's better to buy a lot of time and then you use short time as feeling like fueling your main trade. Yeah, as a way of fueling your main trade. Yeah, running out, you just lost that money and you just buying more. Basically, you lost that money and you're putting more money into a trade. ADR stand for my name. My name is Andrea. Yeah, so we win some, we lose others, we just learn from our mistakes. And yeah, we gotta make tough decisions. We know when we are entering a risky trade. We know when we need to be selling a losing trade. We know when we are entering bad trades. We know where we're chasing. It's just like um we I been through that like at the beginning. Like I knew, but I'm just gonna hold because I think I'm right, or I don't want to be wrong, or I have this hope that the contracts are gonna turn out green. But we know when we're doing something wrong. We learn from our mistakes, and if you're not learning, you're asked around. Ask someone that knows more than you, and that's how you learn faster. It looks like spot it's gonna go, but whatever. I'm hungry and I gotta leave soon, so let's go through charts. Give me chart, any chart that you want me to look for before I leave. GE, let's see. We went through this, right? Like 10 minutes ago. It's right at resistance here, so and it's rejecting there. So it needs to hold, I will say today's high. If can hold today's high, most likely it's gonna go back to this high here. 272, 273. But it needs to hold today's high as support. Mm. Always buy as close as in the money as possible and buy time. That's an easier way to do options. Just don't overthink it. Buy as close as in the money as possible and buy time. Also, options, it requires you to understand how the stocks that you're trading move. Apple move different from Tesla. Tesla can move easily $5 in a month, in a day. Apple barely move, like, I don't know, $2 in a day. So it's gonna be different size of move per day. Therefore, you need to understand that and understand what type of move you can expect from the stock you're trading, and that's gonna be important when you're choosing what strike you want to choose. CRM, we just talked about CRM. Okay, let's do coin because we haven't talked about coin. Coin, I will say I would look at coin if it goes down around 380, 382. I like to see how it reacts there. Even 375. But yeah, it moved down. I like it more. Or if it regains 400, which is today's high. But I like it more if it can go down here to support. Yes, 380, 375, around there for coin. Hood, let's see hood. Hood, nice hold here around 99, 100 level. That level looks like it wants to hold. Again, Hood and Palantir are two stocks that I would like to see a deeper pullback for me to feel comfortable playing those two, Hood and Palantir. But yeah, nice 199 hold. Looks pretty good there. TEM. I don't know, pretty choppy. Pretty choppy, but it has a little gap here, so you can fill that gap and use it as support. That's your entry. So it will be around 63.50. If you can hold that level, most likely it's gonna bounce. Would I trade this stock? No, because it barely moved $1. Not even. Yeah, barely move $1 daily. So it doesn't move much. And I don't like that chart. What else? MPC, what's that? That's oil. It has a lot of resistance above. I will say above 180. I don't know, it has a lot of resistance above. Maybe above 180 you can have a move to, is that all-time high? Nope. Well, you have resistance at 178.50, and then you have a lot of resistance here too at 180. So when you have some, like, two resistance too close, is something that I would not look to trade. Apple, we talk about Apple all day. Same level, the level haven't changed. AMT. AMAT, yes. I don't know. I don't love this chart. But I do like this hold here. I do like this hold here. It could give you a little bounce here. Next resistance, you have it here at yesterday high. So you can have a move to 190 and then yesterday high. Apple. What we say about Apple all day? What I say about Apple all day? What would be my trade on Apple? Like what I think about Apple haven't changed at all. What's the trade that I'm looking on Apple? Yeah, the VWAP, exactly. If you breaks the VWAP and hold it at support, that's your entry. You don't have to wait for me. What's going on? What 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 is Trump doing? Man, that would have been what a beautiful, beautiful move. That would have been a beautiful move for my futures trade. Was that Trump? Man. You had to fake me out, spy. Okay, so we have the Q today's high. We have SPY today's high. That's a level to watch. Well, morning high, VWAP, pre-market high. Man, what's the news? Okay, so we have tariff news. Okay. Couldn't that news be like 5 minutes ago when I had like my futures trade open? Bro. Well, that's your Apple entry with a stop loss at 2 days low. That's it. CRM is booming still. Oh yeah. CRM looks like it's gonna go to my PT today. Yeah, 270. Yeah, we gotta be careful here. Yes, we got the news, we got the big move. Now we need to be careful here. Just let the market kind of like tell you what it's gonna do with this news, and then we'll see what's the real move next. Remember to like the video on YouTube, guys. Like, subscribe. That's all I need from you guys. So far, the Q is reacting pre-market high, morning high. SPY is holding it as support. So we'll see which one is gonna win here. Key levels to watch. Those are key levels to watch now. It's 12. Okay, I need to go. Beautiful day today, guys. Congrats if you held CRM with me. Hims, if you were patient. Super happy to be here with you guys. We got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful swing trades. Watch out, Apple. I need to leave because I have an appointment in 1 hour and a half. Again, most likely I'm gonna enter Apple if I see it holding the VWAP or 213 with a stop loss at yesterday's low. I don't know yet, maybe later today, but just watch. Um, just keep an eye on that. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Love you. Thank you for being here. Bye.